Mueller targeted in major lawsuit. This is big. An issue many Republicans had with special counsel Robert Mueller heading the investigation into Russia meddling with his friendship with former FBI Director James Comey. According to the Washington Examiner, conservative watchdog group Judicial Watch is concerned this friendship may have had a role in the investigation. They are suing the Justice Department to determine if Mr. Comey had coordinated with Mr. Mueller before appearing before the Senate Intelligence Committee in June. Good question. When Mr. Comey was fired by President Trump, many on the left believe it was an effort to impede investigations into President Trump and his team to determine if they had colluded with Russia to win the election. This resulted in Comey appearing before the Senate Intelligence Committee and delivering his testimony regarding the matter. Judicial Watch is concerned that Comey may have closely coordinated with Mr. Mueller when preparing his statements. One concern they might have is that the testimony was tailored in such a way to fuel Mr. Mueller's investigative efforts. The Judicial Watch filed a Freedom of Information Act request with the Justice Department to obtain documents regarding the communications between Mr. Comey and the Justice Department. The Justice Department missed the deadline to deliver those documents voluntarily. Now, Judicial Watch has filed a lawsuit demanding all records of communications. President of the Judicial Watch, Tom Fitton, believes their fears may be more justified now than the Justice Department has failed to cooperate. Mr. Fitton said Tuesday it would be a scandal if Comey coordinated his Senate testimony with Mr. Mueller's special counsel office, that we have had to sue in federal court speaks volumes. This lawsuit is part of a long-term concern those on the right have had with Mr. Mueller heading the investigation and any biases he may have brought with him. One particular concern is that his long-standing friendship with Mr. Comey may have put him at odds with President Trump and eradicated any of his objectivity. Representative Trent Franks believes this friendship alone is justification enough to have Mr. Mueller removed from the investigations. No one knows Mr. Mueller's true intentions, but neither can anyone dispute that he now clearly appears to be a partisan arbiter of justice. According to the law, is also explicitly clear he must step down based on this conflict of interest. According to The Hill, President Trump had concerns about Mr. Mueller's friendship with Comey and that many of his team are Hillary Clinton supporters. Regardless of whatever biases Mr. Mueller appears to have, President Trump seems to have no concerns about what the investigation's findings will be. Well, he's very, very good friends with Comey, which is very bothersome. We're going to have to see, but there has been no obstruction. There has been no collusion. There has been leaking by Comey, and virtually everyone agrees on that. Admittedly, it's not unusual if Mr. Mueller had prepared Mr. Comey for the hearing. Prosecutors do coordinate with witnesses, but it's another layer of concern about the potential bias and lack of objectivity Mr. Mueller has in the investigation, especially when the Justice Department has failed to shed light on the matter by not delivering those documents. And how could Mueller not be compromised? I mean, it's just so obvious. And first of all, he was involved in the uranium deal also. So how do you expect him to go after Hillary and everybody else? I mean, this has to be a special another person. And if they had anything on Trump, you think Mueller wouldn't have come out with it? First of all, they got Manafort on charges that are unrelated to Trump. So what are the American people paying for? Just a witch hunt. That's basically it. Bottom line. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. And again, thank you so much for watching.